Hi, I'm Davis Fisher,
I'm Carter Rains.
and these are 5 basic tips for beginner golfers.
The first tip that we're going to talk about is for your setup. We like to use a simple acronym called GPS, which is grip, posture, and stance. Start off with the grip. Set the club down on the ground and then wrap your left hand around the club by setting it right here on the inside of your hand where your fingers and your palm meet, and then put your thumb on top so that you create a V that goes to this shoulder. Then take your right hand and wrap it around the club. Now, you can either put an interlock or an overlap onto your left hand. Davis likes to interlock, I like to overlap. And so put the club on the ground, wrap it around so that there's another V that goes to this same part of your shoulder with your index finger and your thumb. Then for your stance, or for your posture, excuse me, you're gonna take your grip that needs to be nice and soft and make sure the club can go like this, and put your elbows to your hips, bend your knees, and then fall down. Where that club falls down, that position is what you need so that you can make a good athletic swing and be able to be consistent with your game. So for the stance, you want to put your feet about a shoulder width apart, and so that you can be able to be athletic and make a good movement at the ball. Too close together is going to lead to lack of stability, and too far apart is going to lead to inconsistencies on distance and direction. So take that stance and then make sure it's lined up to your target. You should be able to set a club down like so to where you want it to go, and that's going to lead to where you want to hit the golf ball. And if you don't aim it directly at your target, then there's no telling where it's going to go. So Davis, tell them about the next point.
So the next point is a good concept called corkscrew rotation, and this is a good key that me and Carter like to think about in the swing to keep things simple. So with a lot of, the golf swing's already as complicated as it is. This is a great swing thought to kind of keep your fundamentals in check. So basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. So think about your swing like a corkscrew. So basically, you're turning around one point of your body. So say your head, you're turning around one point, and it's like you're not swaying. A lot of beginner golfers sway, and that's just going to lead to inconsistency and a lot of error in your game and your swing. So basically, you want to think about. So basically, you want to feel like you're turning around one point in your swing. So like right here, say there's a dot on my forehead and went straight to the ground. I just want to stay right there and turn around that point. I'm not swaying. I'm not doing this. I'm not in my head. Just turning around this point. So then at the same time, it's a thought in your downswing. When you come down, you stay on that one point and you turn on your left foot, more specifically your left heel. So when you follow through, and you can create a balanced finish where you can finish on your left foot and hit a good golf shot.
Sweet. So the next point, basic tip that we want to talk about is more on the mental side of golf. Many very experienced golfers believe that golf is a 90% mental game. One of the very important things whenever it comes to the mental side of golf is being positive. Positivity is a very big key to success. If you can be right in the mind, then you'll get right on the course. So, what does this look like? Watch out, Davis. I'm going to show you what it's like. So if I hit a bad shot, I shanked it, right? That's a bad shot. Whenever that happens, instead of me being mad about it, I'm just going to go to the next shot and try and handle it from there in the best way possible. And think, how can I handle this situation and be able to keep my strokes as limited as possible. Whenever you're looking at the ball, go in the places you don't want it to go, try and pull for it and get a good bounce. See in the best positions possible. Keeping things positive on the course is going to keep your scores to be a whole lot more positive as well. Davis, take it away to the next one.
So basically, this is another swing thought. It kind of goes along with the corkscrew analogy, but basically, it's keep your eye on the ball and keep your head still. And I know that's obvious. Like you want to obviously keep your eye on the ball when you're swinging. But what I mean is basically when you're over the ball, really focus on keeping your eye on the ball. And what I mean by that is keeping your head steady and on the ball. So what I'm saying is, so when you're swinging, feel like you're keeping your head steady, and it goes on with the corkscrew. So when you're turning around your body like a corkscrew, you're turning around and you're keeping that head steady. So like when you take it back, don't look back here and see what you're doing over here. And when you follow through, don't look up too quickly, or that'll create inconsistency and errant golf shots. So when you take a swing, turn around the point when you're turning through. Once you get it right here, then you can start to look up, because because you already followed through and made an athletic finish or downswing. And so when you follow through, then start to look up. So keeping your head down basically and eye on the ball allows you to create really good consistency in your golf swing and free flowing that allows you to hit a good golf shot.
Yep. And then our fifth and final point is going to talk more about short game. So when we're talking about short game, this is a really important thing for golf because that's where you save strokes, is around the greens. Because a lot of people can figure out how to get the ball, in the air and get it sort of around the direction that they need to. But the way to be able to beat your playing partners and things of that nature is through the short game. So some just simple umbrella basic concepts for whenever you're chipping or putting is being able to limit the body movement. If you're moving too much, trying to hit a chip shot like this, or staying too far back, and you're moving horizontally or vertically, it's just going to create a whole lot of inconsistencies. What you want to do for any chip shot or pitch shot is just keep your body still and just rotate, just move. Basically, that's just a very simple and consistent thought is that golf is rotation all the way down to the short game. Another big thing is going to be grip pressure. So take that grip, that same type grip that we talked about earlier, and just make sure that pressure is really, really light. If your hands are soft, then you can be able to really let the club move freely, and the club itself is going to do the work. So with the grip pressure in the short game, if you grip it too hard, like this, you can see like white knuckles, it's going to cause you to miss shots like that. You're just going to hit it bad. It's going to come off weird, but being able just to have a nice, soft, flowing grip pressure is going to allow much more consistent concepts, like David showed where you're talking about with the club falls up and down. Having that light grip pressure is really going to create good feel for whenever you're around the greens. Davis, explain to them what feel is.
So basically feel is the developed hand-eye coordination of how hard to hit a golf ball. So basically it helps you around the greens, over time. Like say I'm trying to hit it to that flag right there. First out when I first started playing golf, I obviously wouldn't know how far to take it back and like if that would make it go to that target. Over time, I've hit so many golf shots where I have a feel of how far to take it back and that will go to that shot or that flag. Like that.
Yep. Perfect. All right. Thank you guys. And remember, whenever it comes to anything with golf, always give it a lot of time. Work hard. Go out there. Take these basic tips to the course, to the range, in your practice routine, and we promise strokes will come off your game. Thank you so much.